Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasvakya Chakshurunmritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss some more Upanishads. Prabhupada Maharaj has given purport to Upanishad only, but he has given translation to some other Upanishads, which is quoted from in Prabhupada's quote. So I am going to speak on those Upanishads. First of all is Aitra Upanishad 1.1.1. It is stated that Sa Aikyata, that means he, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, glanced over the material creation, Sa Aikyata. Similarly, 1.1.2 of Aitra Upanishad, it is stated Sa Ima Lokan Asrajata. That means he, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, created this entire material world. Then there is another Upanishad, Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, 1.4.10, it is stated, Aham Brahmasmi. And that means I, the spirit soul, am Brahman, or spirit. Another verse from Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, 1-28 says that Asatu ma sadgamaya, tamasi ma jyotirgamaha, mrutyur ma amrutagamaha. That means, do not stay in illusion, go to the eternal reality. Do not stay in darkness, go to the light. Do not keep taking material bodies, become immortal. Another verse from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 3.8.10 says, Jova etad aksharam gargi aviditva smau lokad Praiti sa kripana ja etadaksharam gargi viditva smau lokat praiti sa brahmana. That means he is a miserly man who doesn't solve the problems of life as a human and who thus quits the world like the cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. He is a wise Brahmana who leaves this world knowing the solution to life's problems. 3.14.1 of Chandogya Upanishad says, Sarvam khado idam brahma. That means everything, both matter and spirit, is not different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Brahman. 6.2.3 of Chandogya Upanishad says, Tad aikata Bahushyama. Tad aikata Bahushyama. That means the Lord. When the Supreme Lord wishes to become many, he glances and produces the material manifestation. Chandogya Upanishad 6.14.2 says, Acharyavan Purusha Veda. One who follows the disciplic succession of Acharyas know things as they are. Another famous Upanishad, Kali Santarani Upanishad, 5.6, it is stated, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Iti Shodasakam Namam, Kali Karma Sanasanam, Nadha Paratarupaya, Sarva Vedeshu Dishyate. That means the 16 words of the Hare Krishna mantra are especially meant for counteracting the sins of the age of Kali. To save oneself from the contamination of this age, there is no alternative but to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. After searching through all the Vedic literatures, one cannot find a method of religion for this age so sublime as the chanting of Hare Krishna. This is stated by Lord Brahma to Narada. Similarly, another verse from Katha Upanishad 1-20 says, Anu Raniyan Mahato Mahyan Atmasya Janto Nihito Guhayam. Both the Supreme Soul and the Atomic Soul are situated in the same heart of the living being. Kathopanishad 1:23 says, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyo Na Medhya Na Bahuna Sutena Jamevisa Vrunita Tena Labhya Tasisa Atma Vibrunata Tanusyam. The Supreme Lord is not attained by expert explanations, by vast intelligence, nor even by much hearing. He is attained only by one who he himself chooses. To such a person he manifests his own form. This is also there in Mundaka Upanishad 3:2-3. Then 1:3-14 of Kathopanishad says, Utishtha Jagrato Praptavara Nivadata Khyurasya Dhara Nishita Dhratya Durgam Pathastat Kava Vidanti. This is Kathopanishad. Its meaning is that please wake up and try to understand the boon that you now have in this human form of life. The path of spiritual realization is very difficult. It is sharp like razor's edge. That is the opinion of learned transcendental scholars. 2:13 of Kathopanishad says, Nitya Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eka Bhavunam Javidhati Kama. That means the Supreme Lord is eternal and the living beings are eternal. The Supreme Lord is cognizant and the living beings are cognizant. The difference is that the Supreme Lord is supplying all the necessities of life for the many other living entities. 1-12 of Mundaka Upanishad says that Tad Vijnanartham Sagurum Evavigachet Shamit Pani Srutriyam Brahmanistam. To learn the transcendental subject matter, one must approach a spiritual master. In doing so, he should carry fuel to burn in sacrifice. The symptom of such a spiritual master is that he is expert in understanding the Vedic conclusion and therefore he constantly engages in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 1:3 of Mundaka Upanishad says that Jasmin Vijnante Sarvam Evam Vijnantam Bhavati. If one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the controller of all controllers, one can understand everything else. Mundaka Upanishad 3:1-1 says, Dva Suparna Sudhida Sakhayaha Shamanam Vrukhyam Parishasvajate Jayor Anya Pipalam Swadati Anasan Anyo Avichakshati. And the Lord and the living entity are compared to two birds sitting in a tree, while the illusion living being entity eats the fruits of the material world. The Lord as super soul and best friend witnesses these activities. Shrataswata Upanishad 3:19 says that Apanipado Javan Grihita Pasyatya Chikhusa Sunudya Kanha Saveti Vedyam Najatasya Veta Antam Ahur Agram Purusham Mahantam. That means the Supreme Lord has no material hands and feet, but accepts whatever is offered to him and moves very quickly. The Supreme Person has no material ears and eyes, but sees and hears everything. He is the knower of everything, and he is the all that is to be known. It is said that he is the best and the greatest of all persons. Sutta Upanishad 5:9 says, Balagra Sadabhagasya Sadadha Kalpita Sacha Bhagava Jiva Savigya Iti Chaha Parashruti. If we divide the tip of a hair into 100 parts and then take one part and divide this into another 100 parts, the 10,000th part of is the dimension of the living entity. This is the verdict of the Vedic, of the chief Vedic mantras. And Sutta Upanishad 6:8 says that na tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate na tat samasya vyadikasya dichyate parasya shaktir vividhaiva suyate svabhiki jnana balakryacha. That means the Supreme Lord has nothing to do, nothing is equal to him or greater than him. He acts in different phases by manifesting his parts and parcels, which are all simultaneously differently situated by his unlimited variegated potencies. Each potency acts quite naturally in sequences, providing him full knowledge, power and pastimes. So, Svatasutra Upanishad 6:38 says, Jasya deve parabhakti jasa deve tatha guru tasyate katita hi artha prakasante mahatmana. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual masters are all the imports of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. Taittiriya Upanishad 2:7.1 says, Rasavaisaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the reservoir of all transcendental mellows. Similarly, Taittiriya Upanishad 2.8.1 says, Visasmad Bhadha Pavate Visodeti Suryaha Visasmad Agnis Chandrascha Mrityur Dhavati Panchama. It is out of fear of the Supreme Brahman that the wind is blowing, out of fear of him that the sun regularly rises and sets, and out of fear of him that fire acts. It is only due to fear of him that Death and Indra and the King of Heaven perform their respective duties. Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1.1 says, Yatova imani bhutani jayante. That is the Supreme Absolute Truth is that from whom everything is born. So, thank you very much for listening to this lecture. So, please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.